Welcome everyone. My name is Natalia Chavarria and I'm going to be your host tonight. In a few moments, we are having a high-value training in which you will understand how to do this business project with a clear vision as a professional. Next, we will receive a person of my total admiration. He is going to tell us how he is having success. He is a business administrator with a marketing emphasis. He is also a businessman who has had several projects and currently he works for two companies in Colombia. I describe him as a passionate person that always transmits a positive vibes and energy with a real and genuine intention to impact people. In his short time in GanoExcel, he has begun to create a team committed to achieve big objectives, and he is leading its expansion to USA. He is our leader, Camilo Salas.
Well, hello. Thank you very much, Nati, for this warm welcome. And I want to thank you for the excellent job you just did and for the excellent job you do every day in GanoExcel. I'm really glad to be working with you tonight. For me, it's a truly pleasure to be here and be part of this team who is working every day really hard to make things happen. I want to say hi to everyone following us and following this training. Welcome to GanoExcel US training. As Nati said, my name is Camilo. I'll be with you tonight, and I've been working in GanoExcel for enough time to appreciate this project a lot, because every day you understand a little bit more of how big this project is and how is it going to impact every aspect of your life. Today, I have the responsibility to talk about a highly important topic for every networker in his professional life. The training is going to be about mentality. Mentality, by definition, is the sets of beliefs and ideas that shape the way someone think and judge reality. So why are we going to talk about mentality? Because mentality is the most important element we need to have to be successful in GanoExcel. And here is where we link GanoExcel with the idea I said before in the introduction, when I was saying that GanoExcel is going to impact every aspect of your life. Because with the right mentality, you're going to be successful in your professional life, in your personal life, in your relationship with your partners, with your family, with your friends. You're going to be successful in your social skills and many other things that I can list right now. So basically, the right mentality is going to assure you success. The right mentality will give you posture, and posture is simply the coherence between ideas and behavior, the coherence between what you say and how you behave, the coherence between the things, the thoughts that you express, and how you act, how you behave while you're saying these ideas and these thoughts. Here is a really important thing that you have to keep in mind, and is that body doesn't lie. Because when you're saying something that you don't believe, when you are not 100% sure of what you're saying, your body tell the people that, and people read that from you. People understand that you are not assured of what you're saying, and they are not going to believe what you are saying. But in the other hand, if you are speaking, for example, about GanoExcel, and you know in your mind, in your heart, that this is an opportunity that is going to change reality, that is changing your reality, and you want to change the reality of people that you're showing this opportunity, that is a new way of working and a new way of impact positively the health of the people that you care. People are going to read that from you. People are going to understand that you trust in this opportunity, and people are going to trust you and going to trust your speech. The right mentality will remain you constant. And that is really, really important, because it's really possible that here working in GanoExcel, we are not going to achieve our goals in a short period of time. We are not going to achieve our goals in a week or in a month. We are not going to be financially free in just 1 month or 2 months. We are not going to become diamonds in just a week or in a month. But you cannot let that let you down. You cannot feel disappointed by that. You have to understand that everything in life and in GanoExcel, it's a process, and you have to live this process to achieve your goals. You have to understand that when the time is right, you're going to get where you want to be, and you're going to achieve the goals you have. You are going to be financially free as you're planning with GanoExcel, with the opportunity that GanoExcel is giving to you. So with the right attitude, with the right mentality, you will remain constant working in GanoExcel every day. And mentality is a state that has to be trained. Mentality is not something that you got once and you have it for the rest of your life. It's something that has to be trained, and you need to train it every day, every day, every day, because you need to keep it constant, your mentality. Because how do you do that? Easy. With the system of GanoExcel, watching the videos, following the trainings, attending to the events that we have. This is how to keep the right mentality in order to be successful in GanoExcel. Now, the mentality in our behavior, as I was saying before, our behavior is the reflection of what we have in our minds. The behavior is the reflection of how we think about the things that we are doing. Everything, as I said, too, is a process, and is really common or normal that at the beginning, when we're working on GanoExcel, we're going to feel fears. We're going to deal with our deepest fears, and we have to face them. We can be scared of calling, scared of telling people that we're working in GanoExcel, or scared of doing simple things like planning a week or planning our goals for the current week. So we are going to feel paralyzed, and we are going to feel like a barrier. And the only thing we can do to break that barrier is taking action, is taking effective action. So if you are scared of calling, just start calling. If you are scared of telling people that you work in GanoExcel, just go to the spaces, nurse your mentality, feed your mentality with the right information, to have the right posture to tell people that you're working on GanoExcel, and be happy every time you take a seat and start planning your weekly goals. After a while of you working in GanoExcel, and after a while of you been taking action, and when you are not scared of calling, and you're not scared of planning, and you have been having the first results, it's really important that you understand a difference between posture and arrogance. Because people outside of GanoExcel are not going to understand the opportunity that we are working on. They are not going to see the industry as the way we do. They are not going to understand how are we so happy working here, and that's why we cannot be rude with them. We have to be tolerant. We have to be patient with them and teach them, lead them with our knowledge to be a good leaders, and lead them in the right direction. Now, mentality in the GanoExcel system. I want to show in this slide a comparison between these two graphics, and the graphic in the left side is the GanoExcel system. You can see the GanoExcel system is composed by 5 gears: the scenarios, success cycle, training, tools, and education. If we do the exercise of remove one of these red gears, like scenarios or tools, the system is going to keep working, but it's not going to keep working as good as it was working before. But it will be able to keep working. But if you take out the edification gear, if you remove the edification gear, you are not. The system is not going to keep working as the same as it was. It's just going to collapse. It's going to break down. Then in mentality, in the mentality system, is the same thing as in the GanoExcel system. Mentality will be the main gear, the center gear of the mentality system in your mind. And if you remove your mentality, you are not going to be successful in anything you want to do. For example, if you want to be a football player and you start doing your football career, but you don't have the right mentality, you are not going to be a good player, and you are going to suffer many injuries that are not going to let you success in this career. In a job, when you're applying for a job, and when you have a new job, if you don't do your job with the right attitude, with the right mentality, you're going to get fired right away because you're not going to do it the way you want to do to be successful. Now, in attitude is one element of mentality that can be understood as the way you think, feel, and respond to situation. And here's the main difference between attitude and mentality. Remember that when we were talking about mentality in the first slide, we said that the mentality is the set of beliefs and ideas that shapes the way that someone think and judge reality. Everything in this definition is happening in the mind of the person. But in attitude, you are saying that you just not think and feel, but you respond to situations, you interact with situations. So our attitude is what people are going to take as the most important thing from you. No matter what you're doing or what you're saying, is the most important thing that people are going to take from you. I got the following idea from a leader that I completely admire in GanoExcel, and he told me once, nothing is impossible with the right attitude. I mean, everything you want to do, you can achieve it with the right attitude. So we understand with this that with the right attitude, we're going to be where we want to be. We are going to be wherever we want to be. You have to be aware where you are now and what you want to be. What you need now to get where you want to be. So what you are now in this moment, in which kind of attitude you need to get exactly where you want to be. In this slide, there are 3 scenarios, and these 3 scenarios have a similarity in the distribution 90-10. The first scenario is life, the second scenario is leadership, and the third scenario is GanoExcel. In life, what happens in life is that in life is going to be 10% of what you plan and 90% of what really happens. In leadership, to be a good leader, you just need 90% attitude and 10% more attitude. In GanoExcel, to be successful in GanoExcel, you need 90% attitude and 10% technique. Just 10% technique. If you have the attitude, you are going to be successful for sure. For example, what happened in real life to use this 90-10 distribution, when you are planning a copy or a presentation, and you have a list of 10 guesses, and the moment just shows up one guess, you see that only 1 of 10 made it to the presentation. You just have the result of 10% of what you just planned. In GanoExcel, it's the same idea. You can use the 90% of your attitude, the 90% of your mentality to do the 10% of technique and be successful. The second element of mentality would be belief. And I want to start saying that the one who believes creates. So what we have inside is what we take outside. I want to show this slide as a cycle, and I see this as an improvement cycle, but I want to underline yourself, because I'm convinced that everything comes from inside. What you have within your heart, what you have inside you is going to be what you take outside. And this is a cycle, because when you're improving yourself, what you believe in yourself, when you believe in business, is going to help each other to improve. You need to nurse and believe your beliefs. So you have to question in yourself. And this is how the growing from inside starts. Do I believe in myself to be successful? Can I be a leader? Can I be a good leader? What do I really believe? Do I believe that I can be successful in GanoExcel? When you question yourself with these questions, you start growing and start understanding what you have to believe and what you have to think about yourself. And this is when you start being ready to become successful in business. Now that you are you have a good belief of yourself, you get this to the belief of the business, and this start improving as a cycle. Yourself help to improve business. Now, how to nurse and how to improve the beliefs you have in yourself and in your business? Easy. I have to say it again. with the GanoExcel system, going to the spaces, attending to the events, following the trainings. This is how we improve ourselves and our business. If you are having a rough week and you haven't have any results, just go to one space, listen one video, attend to one training, and you're going to be nurturing yourself and improving your beliefs. I want to quote Henry Ford when he was saying, Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right, because what you have in your mind and inside of you is what is going to be the reality you're living." Now, how can we use the mentality or use all this information in GanoExcel work job? I mean, in GanoExcel skills. How are we going to use the mentality to be successful? Well, it's really easy, because when you are talking about the first skill, perspection, you see how you see yourself when you met someone new. Are you got the right attitude? Are you shy? Are you quiet? Are you rude with them? You don't say anything? Or are you friendly? Are you kind? Are you trustful? Are you a trustful leader? How are you acting when you met someone new, when you contact someone new? An effective contact is how are you mentality, your attitude when you call someone. When you call someone, are you really believing that the person you're calling need this opportunity, this need way of working, or are this person really needs help, and do I have something in my hands to improve his health, to make a positive impact in his life? And the third skills will be presentation, and this is where posture and attitude take place. Remember when we were talking about we have to be coherent between what we say and how we behave. When we are presenting this opportunity, people are going to read and people are going to understand everything through our emotions. So if you have a right posture and the right attitude, you're going to be coherent between the say you saying and the way you're behaving and you're explaining this opportunity to people. If you start saying, for example, in the presentation, and you just read the paper and you just don't see the guest, and you mumble and you don't know for sure what you're saying, people are not going to understand. People are going to understand that you don't believe in this opportunity. So you have to be with the right posture, in the right attitude, to do a successful presentation. And the fourth skill, closure and handling objection, is how we got the right posture to manage that. I mean, as a businessman, we have to be strong in our strong. Have to have a strong mind. For example, when we have the right posture, we have to get to the clear agreements in the closure. We have to know for sure if the person is just trying to avoid me, saying that he can be in the next appointment, or he doesn't know how to do or not to do this opportunity. We have to have the right posture to get clear agreements. We can do it with respect, obviously, questioning their reality, questioning if they are happy with the reality that they are living in this moment, if they're 100% happy of their current job, or with the current time that they have to spend with their families, of the current money that they have to spend, in his life. And the fifth skills following is we have to understand that following is not persecution. We have to following our guests with the right mentality, with the right attitude, but based on our clear agreements we have already before after the presentation. So just not be calling them every day to say if they are asking them if they want to be in the next presentation, if they have time, but based on our clear agreements. So what we did in the presentation, to be with the right mentality, like businessmen, how businessmen do business. And events and promotion is really important here to remember how good edification is. And when we are promoting events, we just have to do it with our heart, with our good edification in the mentality and belief of these events, how this event is going to impact positive the way this person is watching is seeing this opportunity. The person is understanding something that he feels is going to improve his reality in this current moment. And leadership is simply just one thing. A good leader, and a leader is the person who already believes that he is already a leader, no matter what he's living, no matter what people are saying. So this would be the real leader, just mentality, attitude, and as I said before, 90% attitude and 10% more attitude. I want to say uh, just one thing to finish the presentation, and is that our mentality becomes a reality. I want to thank you very much for being here tonight, for following us, for following the presentation, the training, and I'm lead you with Nati.
Congratulations, Camilo, for this great and valuable information he gave us. This business give us the opportunity to learn from each leader. We thank all of you for participating in this broadcast tonight. Remember, every 15 days on Monday at 8 p.m., we are having this training for the same YouTube channel, America's Training GanoExcel USA. It was a real pleasure for me to be your host tonight. My name is Natalia Chavarria, and have a good night.